To God be the glory. What a great team I have. What fighters I have. What resiliency I was able to be a part of. This team was out. They punched us, and they tried to knock us out. That's what great teams do. But tough teams don't let that punch define them. They keep coming back. They keep fighting. And we did some unconventional things. We put people in different positions, and they just kept coming. In this game, we tell them all the time, it's a microcosm of life. It's not going to be easy all the time. There's going to be people better than you. But you still have to find a way to make ends meet for your family. And so you still have to go into that job and be second best, but you got to be the best second best. And I think that we really went out there and did a tremendous job of getting the respect of the nation, in my opinion, of not quitting, of fighting, of believing that they too matter. I tell these young ladies all the time that they are enough. And I tell you, I don't know what would have happened in 5 more minutes, but we kept getting better. At the beginning of the game was just so tough for us. We haven't seen that kind of size, that kind of Hall of Fame, All-American status. And we had to really take that in, and you can't make it up in our practice, because that is just, you have a very good team here. But once we got comfortable and understood what we were faced with, we really, really, really did a tremendous job. I know it's really, you have a great program here, but today my concentration is on thanking the team that I was in the locker room since June with, that fought, came in 6 a.m., ran sprints, fought hard every day, got kicked out of practice. I kicked myself out of practice a couple times, and we just figured out how to continue to grow. And I couldn't be more proud to be in the locker room of the University at Buffalo with these 16 young women who has defined, in my opinion, what toughness looks like.
Coach, was there any time, they got up to a 15-0 run, you were down 24 points, with those 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Was there any time where you thought, well, we're just going to try our best from here, but we're not going to win this game? Or did you believe until the final buzzer that your team had this?
I just don't know how to not believe. And I just try to figure out how the game was being played, how it was going to be called. I was trying to adjust. I was trying to get the team to adjust, but it changed, and I had to continue to adjust. And I just couldn't get a rhythm of how to coach my team. And after a while, we just said, we're just going to have to keep adjusting. But to not believe that you don't have a chance, you got to pull your team off the floor and say, let's just go home. And I don't ever, ever, ever think that we can't win. And I just give credit to Gino and his team and how special they are. But they earned this win tonight.
Okay, in the back, Coach.
Coach, I was just going to ask you about Brittany Morrison. 10 rebounds tonight. Her whole career, she's been just incredible, but her performance tonight, I'll remember forever. But what do you have to say about not just tonight, but Brittany Morrison's entire career here at Buffalo?
She is an asterisk with Brittany. It's 11 rebounds. No, the box isn't wrong. That last rebound was an amazing rebound. That wasn't called a rebound. But I just think the kid, we talked last night, and she just said, Coach, I've been playing afraid. And I said, what are you afraid of? She just said, what if I don't give you enough? And I said, would you give me your best? She said, I always give you my best, and then that will be enough. And she just said, wow, I feel like a weight just lifted off of me. And tonight she gave us her best effort. And I thought she had 4 fouls. I put her in with 4 fouls, and she got a technical, which was an interesting call. And I said, you got to play. And you play until you foul out. This young lady didn't foul out to the last few minutes of the game because she wanted to be out there and give her best effort. I am so grateful to have coached her. I know her future is bright. She's going to be a veterinarian, and she's going to be a special person. And she's going to understand that people are going to wrong her, but she's going to have to keep going. And she's going to have to figure out another way. And this is a wonderful lesson to teach these people through this game. And Brittany's one of these young ladies that has learned a really great lesson in this particular game.
All right, Coach, we're going to go in the back here and then back up front.
Ian Bethune with the UConn blog. What did Gino say to you after the game?
He just said that your team plays really hard. You have a really special team. And that's really really awesome that he said that. That's a man that doesn't give out too many compliments. And I think that we've earned the respect of Gino Auriemma tonight. And I am grateful that our kids left it out there so that the world can see how tough they really are. Even that Gino Auriemma thought we were pretty awesome out there today. We certainly aren't going to be excited about sloppy seconds, but it's really neat that when the game is all done, a gentleman like that who means the world to this women's basketball game really had a lot of respect for what we've done tonight.
Okay, in front, and then we'll have time for just a couple more.
You have 9 underclassmen on this team, 7 freshmen.
Yes.
What do you anticipate they have learned, and what do you think they're going to take forward next season from this experience?
Growth. Growth happened through the process of this game. They grew as young women. They grew as character players, people. They grew as students. They've been hit with so many variables this year. I can't even explain to you all the things that this team had to endure, and they just fought. Summer Hempel didn't play 9 games for us, not because she was ineligible by the NCAA. And we had to figure out how to manage that. And this young lady became a better person and a better player, and had to help me figure out how to deal with that. So many different things, and these young ladies just grew to be just special young ladies. And I'm really okay with the 5 people that graduated because I know they're going to be successful. But to have to endure all the things that they had to deal with this year, no team should have to face what we had to face this year. And they did it with just such honor and so much humility and so much grace. You have no idea how special these young ladies are. And every year I say that, but every year I really believe it. And I take a little credit, but I have an unbelievable staff that really navigate through so many. And a lot of people, like coaches, teams have, a video coordinator. They have assistant to the head coach. They got all these other people. We got 4 other people. We have our secretary is shared with 3 other sports. We have nothing but ourselves. And that had to be enough, and it was enough. And here we are sitting next to the number 24. It's March 24th, and we got 24 wins. I just think that's a sign that that young lady right there has weathered so many storms to help us become what we are this year. And for us to lose a game is horrible. But to end on 24 games on March 24th, and that's her number, I know God is all over this.
Okay, right here in front.
Clark from Women's Hoops World, and I'm not asking you to comment on specific officials. There were 46 fouls today. 7 players with 4 or more fouls. Do you think maybe it's time that the officiating crews recognize that women are strong enough to play through a little bit of contact?
I think we have a lot of great officials out here that really, we were in our conference MAC tournament, and those officials really let us play and really did a tremendous job of controlling the coaches and controlling the game and accepting the responsibility of what they did wrong. I love when people, when they are really like honest about, I just blew it, and I can live with that. And when they talk to you and make you feel like we're just human. And when they don't talk to you and they don't explain and they don't make things understandable so we can share how we can grow young women to be better basketball players, that's when it gets concerning. I'm not going to specifically talk about today. I just think that it's important that as we grow women's basketball and the financial piece changes, I just pray that people stop losing themselves and really remember the human side of this thing. And if we can get back to when it was, when I was an official and I made $700 and I just called and I loved it. I think we're losing that a little bit, and I think that the kids don't know what they don't know, and if you can communicate with them, it can really help grow this game to a whole nother level. And I really was I witnessed an unbelievable officiating for 3 whole days in the MAC tournament, and I am grateful that I got to see that because I know they're out there.
Okay, this is going to be the last one right in front.
What do you envision for your program moving forward without Sierra Dillard, one of the best players in the country?
You don't know what the future holds on any capacity. I'm just going to take in what we've done. Today was a great day. This season was a great season. We're going to just enjoy what it is right now and let tomorrow take care of itself. Right now, There's no real thought process other than the fact that I just love these young people, and they helped me become a better coach, and I'm grateful that I was in the locker room with them this whole season. Thank you so much for all you do for women's basketball.
Okay.